I've showed you how I season all my Blackstone griddles using onions. Now let's talk cleaning and conditioning. Whether your griddle needs a deep clean, some extra love after a little neglect, maybe a little rust, or it's just time for a quick conditioning after a big messy cook, bringing back that slick surface is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Plus, it's always a good excuse to fry up some delicious onions, which means we're having hot dogs by the pool. Hey Griddle Nation, it's Blackstone Betty. I've seasoned so many Blackstones over the years, and after doing it so many different ways, once stripping down a Blackstone and starting fresh and using my onion method, I started doing them all the same way right out of the box. So be sure to go watch my seasoning video on how to get the perfect slick surface, especially if you are a new Blackstone owner just unboxing your first Blackstone. If you are, let me know down below who you are, which model you're griddling on, and where you are griddling from. Today I'm going to show you how I clean and condition a Blackstone griddle, which I will do if it needs a little extra love, a little zhuzhing up, maybe it sat for too long, or I just had a huge party and my griddle is a mess from not cleaning it properly. Sometimes using too much of those sugary store-bought marinades can mess with your griddle, so conditioning your griddle at least once a month is a good idea. Today I have a 17-inch Blackstone that I originally bought this time last year for a vacation and ended up not being allowed to use it, so it's been sitting collecting pollen. It's starting to get a little rust and just looking very unloved, so it needs a good conditioning. We start with water to steam clean all the pollen and what looks like the start of some mold and rust. Scrape off anything needed, and instantly I see some rust is an issue. Now, like in my seasoning video where I swear by using onions, and another reason why I love onions is because when it comes to conditioning, the sulfuric acid can help break down any rust and easily remove it. So I rub the cut side of an onion all around our griddle versus a whole bag of onions that I use when seasoning a griddle. Because I'm using this onion to treat the rust, we don't want to eat this one, so one is plenty, especially because I'm only using a 17-inch griddle. Once I see my spots disappear, I go down with a little of our seasoning and conditioning, always keeping it thin, rubbing it in, making sure that there is no beating or pulling. I make sure to get our sides and allow this to go until it stops smoking before repeating. For conditioning, 1 to 2 times is enough. Now this looks beautiful, but I am going to cook up some sliced onions just like I do when I season a brand new griddle, just to help give it an extra good layer of seasoning. And because I don't want any of these beautiful onions to go to waste, we're gonna cook up some colossal wieners from Nathan's for my hungry family. And when it comes to hot dogs, I love using duck fat for flavor. Now I always say wieners aren't the prettiest thing, so we zhuzh them up with some quick slices, sometimes like this, sometimes into an X pattern, quick and simple with a sharp Blackstone knife. Then allow our hot dogs to sit on top of our onions and steam. The onions releasing juices and doing the magic on their griddle while our hot dogs heat through and absorb that flavor. I don't eat hot dogs often, but when I do, sauerkraut is a must. Do I have any other sauerkraut lovers watching? Does your mouth water as well at just the thought of eating some? Now, a drizzle of duck fat for a little flavor, which on a normal day, I'm not conditioning the griddle. I'd use only duck fat. No oil would be needed. Season it up with a little black pepper and begin to toss everything together, allowing our hot dogs to now sear on all sides, which they won't need long since they are heated through. So I'll quickly heat up some sliced fresh jalapenos for a couple of these, and that's it. Into some split top buns. I know some like them toasted up. Me, I like them just like this. My kids won't touch the kraut yet, but one day I'm sure they will. I love good old yellow mustard, and this is a simple meal to enjoy with my family. And my griddle surface looks brand new again. You can find the Blackstone seasoning and conditioning at Lowe's, Walmart, and on the Blackstone website. It's the perfect blend to keep your surface looking slick, smooth, and ready for griddling. So keep those griddles conditioned, and until next time, I'm Blackstone Betty, and I will see you guys in the next video.